welcome back. Episode 14, I believe.
Yes.
It is a very hot day here in the UK. It's been over 33 degrees, or at least it's felt like it. And to be honest, it's not fun. It's a thing. It feels like
Yep.
we're in an oven. What's it like in Massachusetts?
If it was 33, it would actually be 91.4. It would be summer weather here.
Ew.
Yeah, and today is not summer.
No, I mean we're getting there, aren't we? We're pretty close, but I guess it's climate change.
Yeah, like everybody says, climate change. I don't know because in some areas they take it all in stride. Like out in Arizona, if it was 103 degrees, which is 39.44 Celsius, they would turn around and say, but it's a dry heat.
Lucky for some, we're quite humid here, so
I guess it's never humid there.
I wanted to talk today a little bit about mental well-being.
Uh huh. Good topic.
Yeah, definitely. And a bit of a PSA to anybody out there who's listening. I would say watching, but we don't really have much footage going on. It's just sound.
Right.
Um, okay, so always make sure to eat and drink. I know it's easier said than done. If you're feeling crap, you're feeling down in the dumps, you don't want to do anything. But just baby steps, even if it's a tiny, tiny bit, just to get you going. Hygiene isn't for society, it's for you. That's another point. So remember that. Don't worry about, oh, I don't smell good, or I don't look good, or I need to do this, I need to do that. It all gets on top of you sometimes. But do it for you. Okay? Also, exercise as much as you can. Okay? If you're unable to because of like a disability or age, that's understandable. But if you're able bodied, it doesn't have to be a marathon. Marathon isn't needed. Just get some vitamin D or vitamin D, get some fresh air and some light walking, and it'll make a change. You know, it's not going to fix all of your issues, but sometimes it can make a difference and make you feel a little bit better, at least at the surface.
Oh, yeah, yes. And don't forget, people, dancing is exercise. Yeah, so if you like dancing, bang, there you are. Put on a pair of headphones, or Bluetooth, get your music going, dance around your house or apartment, whichever you have. Go outside, dance around there, scare people.
100%. And if you've got people close to you as well that you trust, you can always talk about how you're feeling. I mean, it doesn't have to be a person you know. If you're more comfortable with a stranger, maybe reach out to a service
Yep.
that you can call or email or maybe even a website. But as much as it doesn't necessarily fix problems, again, a little bit like the walking and stuff like that, it can make some difference. You're not expected to blurt out every single thing,
Nope.
but by talking to somebody
Yep.
who'll listen, it can make a difference. And whether
Yes.
that be, like I said, a trusted person or a service, don't worry because the weight that you're carrying, you don't need to do it alone.
And here in Massachusetts, at least, if you're really in a bind, really, really upset, and don't know what to do, and thinking crazy thoughts, we have a hotline. All you got to do here is dial 988 or text 988 to connect with someone from the lifeline, and they'll set you up with somebody to talk with too.
Numbers on the screen for UK and USA.
So let's see here. Mental health. How's yours?
Honestly, pretty not great. You know, that's why I've come up with these. They're personal. I didn't Google them or anything. Um, I suppose in saying that, I'm guilty of not doing some of these things sometimes. But when one feels good enough to keep on top of even regular tasks, it's easier coming from that position to say these things and try and help others with the information. It's only stuff that I've found can make a difference. even a small difference. I know I keep repeating myself, but I know it won't fix your problems immediately. But I get that a lot from people, like, oh, it's not going to fix it. It's not. No, nobody has the answer except you. You know, it's just something that can help.
Exactly.
Another thing that I found that works, and it came to me really unexpectedly, probably about a year ago, maybe a little bit less. Tracking your feelings and thoughts. So I won't go into the full story, but I was on this website or app, whatever it was, and it enabled you to like list how you were feeling, and you could rate them, either out of 5 or out of 10. So you'd have like a grey cloud with a sad face if you were feeling not so great, and then a happy sunny face if you was feeling good. And it seemed when I first got onto it like, oh god, what is this? It's not going to help anyone. It feels like it's something fun for kids to do. But for some reason I kept on doing it and tracking it every single day and logging it, like a journal or a diary. It sort of made a difference because I started to sort of make sense of things a little bit more, and it was more of a structured thing than just writing for the sake of it. So I would recommend doing that.
Yep.
It did more for me than I thought it would. Just make a diary even, or anything. Find an app for it, and each day write down how you feel. Or you could just, like I said, give yourself a score, out of 5 or out of 10, of how you're feeling. Do that for a while, at least a few weeks.
Very good idea. Very good. With myself, I I mix it with my art. So every morning I have this little, it's called a journal book, but it's full of blank sheets of some really good paper to sketch on. And that's what I do. One sketch a day, just one sketch a day, whatever you want, whatever you feel like, you know, and then you go from there. Some people doodle. Well, doodle, you know. Have yourself a good time. Just make it to where it's going to be relaxing for you. If you're getting frustrated, stop and pick something else up.
100%. You can take a break from these things. You know, um, Everybody can suffer from burnout though as well. It is okay to take a step back and do something that you enjoy, whatever it is. Just do it unapologetically. If you stop replaying negativity in your head, just figure out what it is you want to do. And just do it.
Yep.
Sometimes society seems like it's always on at people. You've got to do this by the age of, whatever. And I guess what I'm trying to say is try not to listen too much or be influenced too much by what others are saying or doing.
Right,
You
exactly.
know?
Set your own pace.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Do what you love to do and do it for you.
Yep. You don't need somebody turning around and, especially if you're down. Actually, I'll switch gear just for a second here. If you're down and you're
100%.
depressed, you don't need somebody to come to you and say, "Shake it off." You
Yeah,
know, just forget it. You can do better than this. No, if you're depressed, there's a reason why you're depressed, and trying to come out of it isn't just like snapping a finger and going, "Oh, I feel better." So all these steps are ways for you to uh, find out how you're depressed and work out of your depression as well.
do you know something?
Mm-hmm.
I've got some, shall we say, jokes that might just cure your depression.
Joke corner time?
We're doing it early this time.
Okay. Sounds
I'm
good.
reading a book about anti-gravity, and I just can't put it down. What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta.
That's good. Don't eat impasta.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was an outstanding in his... Sorry, let me do that again. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field.
I knew the answer to that one, so and you screwed it up, so it's an
I
extra
know,
laugh.
I know. Why can't Elsa from Frozen have a balloon? Because she'll let it go. Yeah, you had to laugh at that. You at least smiled. Come on.
Right? Let it go, let it go.
I'll 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 tell you a construction joke at some point, but I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm. Keep working on it.
I used to play piano by ear, but now I use my hands. They're so bad. They're just good. You have to like them.
Yeah, that's why they're the way they are.
Okay, we need an update. How's the Jeep?
The Jeep. Oh wait, did
The
we
one,
mention that
the
I
only.
finally got uh, a new vehicle, a new Jeep? Did we mention
For
that?
everybody that doesn't know,
Yes. Everybody doesn't know.
yeah,
Um,
Bill's got a new Jeep.
yeah, it's a 2014 Patriot Sport. It's the high altitude edition, and it's working a little better now, just a little better. Um, when I bought it, it's supposed to pass inspection. Yeah, I think we have already talked about this now that talking about it. Well, the dealership I got it from, I gave it back to them because it didn't pass because of the lights and the harness inside was hacked by whoever owned it last. It took them almost 2 weeks to figure it out. I was without my Jeep for almost 2 weeks, going crazy, and they finally figured it out. Now, when it hits 60, it starts to shudder. So in the back of my head, I'm like, look, if they can get a sticker on it, that's cool. I'll try and work out the other part of it. Well, they turned around, they checked it, and they gave me 4 brand new tires. And I'm like, well, you didn't have to do that, but thank you. And
Was that just to like say sorry?
yeah, well, I think what happened was they thought that the 4 new tires would help stop the shaking because then they would all brand new, balanced, no worn spots anywhere that could help. That would make it flutter, and it did help a little bit. When I got to 60, it did shake, but not as bad. So I've got one more step I'm going to try to do because one of the rims is warped. So they put a bunch of weights on it. So I don't know if because of that, it's still shaking, but I picked up a brand new rim. Wednesday I go and have it put on, and then I'll test it again out on the highway, see if it shakes, and I have to go from there. If it still shakes, I got to find out what else is going on with my mechanic, have him look at it, and just start fixing everything on it until it stops shaking.
Oh God, I hope you get it sorted soon.
So do I. I want to go make long trips, and I mean, I could now and just go 55, but some of the highways is 65, and I don't want to shake, and then something else break. Haha, that was a rhyme. You
You
know,
also don't want the big rigs overtaking you. Big Peterbilt up your ass. Like, come
all
on,
right.
move.
Damn horse and pony, passing me. Some an Amish man looking at me all upset because I'm not going fast enough for him. You know. But that's where that is, and other than that, I'm very happy with the Jeep. It has just a couple bells and whistles, not as much as the Cherokee, but I don't really need the bells and whistles.
Yeah, at
So,
least you got a newer car, and it
hmm
should work soon.
yeah, way less mileage. The Cherokee was on going on 200,000 miles, and when I picked up the Patriot, it was at 101,000 miles. So,
Not bad.
no, not bad at all. And of course, when I'm talking 60 for those in the UK, of course, I am talking miles per hour.
Yeah, yeah. We use miles as well.
You do?
Yeah.
I thought
It's a
you used.
strange system, isn't it?
I thought you used kilometers.
No, we use miles just like you.
Well, that's sweet.
Yeah. Although, the new Forza Horizon 6 came out, and we've been playing that. Great game, by the way, if you want to try it. Better than the previous edition. Um, because it's set in Japan, I set the game to use kilometers, and it's just easier. Like if you do a bit of role play, you're just cruising around, you want to adhere to laws and stuff. You know, you see a sign and you think, oh, how fast is that? So rather than trying to work it out in your head, I just put it on kilometers and it's absolutely fine. But yeah, I don't know where else that conversation's going.
Well, your guys' speed over there is a lot faster than ours over here.
Well, the motorways are 70.
Right.
National limit is 60. And then you get the average roads 20, 30, 40, sometimes 50.
Yeah.
But yeah, the absolute fastest you could go is 70 miles an hour, and that would be the motorway.
Yeah. The fastest you're supposed to go is 70 miles an hour. Around here.
Don't you guys have an 85 somewhere?
Oh wait, where is it? We do, I think. But it's out towards the west. It's a like a mega highway, and you're able to go faster than 75. Um, but here, like the road I was going on, the highway I was going on, it was 55 miles per hour. So people wouldn't really complain because I was doing 55, staying under the 60. But there are people that will turn around and take it and crank it to 70, 80 miles per hour. You know, they just don't care. They just blow through it. And, you know, there really isn't that many state police monitoring it. But when there is, it's fun watching them pull them over.
I mean, as long as there's no monitoring, like, live going on, and there's no cameras, I guess, you know, sometimes you do need to burn off a bit of shit in the engine. So.
Yeah, that's how it is. The highways over here, most of them don't have any cameras. So there's no flash photography or anything. You just got the state police sitting in their vehicles in between the highway from what goes east and what goes west or north and south, and they've got their radar gun on them, and that's it.
On the unlimited sections of the autobahn in Europe, crashes exist and there is a number of deaths, but it's very, very low compared to where speed limits are set specifically. So I'm not telling people, oh, go and speed, because you can't say that. And you know, there's other people who are going to be travelling at different speeds.
Right.
And there are still rules. You know, you have to move over, let people pass and whatnot. But it's an interesting topic, I think, because at higher speeds there seems to be, as long as everybody's in theory doing what they're supposed to be doing, seems to be a better chance of there not being an accident.
Yeah, they say the slower you go, the more difficult it is to steer. I've never gone with that adage myself because I usually can steer pretty good, you know, going real slow. But you know, it's, I guess that's for the speedsters. So they can say, hey, I wanted to drive properly.
Well, we've just gone on 20 minutes, so shall we put it to bed?
Yes, we are going to put it to bed today at 20 minutes and 35 seconds. No, I'm only kidding. So, as we say,
Is there anything?
take care.
I was sorry.
No, that's
I was just going to ask, is there anything else you want to say or ask or do or anything whatsoever?
no, just simple. I'm going to start using my own end line, whatever you want to call it, my own saying, and then you can use yours afterwards. Basically,
Okay.
but what?
No, I was just saying okay.
Oh, okay. Sometimes when I talk and you talk over, you talk with me at the same time, um, I hear words differently, but that's okay. We get through it. At any rate, everybody out there, take care and be well.
Have a good evening and fuck off.